Hello, my name is Zita Witte, and I would like to send my greetings from Germany to you. First of all, I would like to thank God for the enabling of the director of the Lifestyle Center to teach people about practical spiritual truth. It doesn't actually matter where we are in our sanctification process. We need to be reminded again and again how to look up to God, how to call upon God for salvation, because we are in danger of forgetting something. There is, and I'm going to speak a little bit about this point, what we are in danger of forgetting about. And I'm quoting from Desire of Ages, and it says, there is a great spiritual truth, a truth that we are slow to learn and ready to forget. What is this thing that we are very slow to learn and ready to forget? And it continues and says, in ourselves, we are incapable of doing any good thing, but which we cannot do will be wrought by the power of God in every submissive and believing soul. But how? And it says it was through faith that the child of promise was given. It is through faith that spiritual life is begotten, and we are enabled to do the works of righteousness. So it is this teaching about looking up to Jesus, calling about God, and having faith. It is this teaching about how to practice faith that we constantly need to be reminded about, because we are very slow to learn it and ready to forget it. So I would like to share with you one experience I had after listening or actually translating the first message this week. There was a point which very much made me think, and it was constantly in my mind during these days. And especially as I had an experience I'm going to share now. Basically, I was growing up with a mother, with a loving mother, who was always friendly, cheerful. She has never put me under pressure, and she had never an accusing spirit, never giving you a bad conscience without any reason, and she was never moody. So this is very Christ-like, right? But in life, people's character can be very far from this, from my mother's character. So in fact, there is a person in my circle who has been giving me a hard time for quite a while and quite a time. And the problem with this person have been adding up. So it has not been less or fewer cases, but even more and more. The problem was growing. And this person, I believe, is emotionally hurt. And, hurt people are hurting others without much reason even. So I found myself several times suddenly in conflict with this person. And so this person is very quick in accusations, in attack, in pressure. And giving pressure is a regular pattern with this person. So I found myself so many times really difficult, in a hard time, in a difficult situation, satisfying the claims of this person using pressure. So what would you do if you are put under pressure without much reason, basically? And the situation gets quite difficult. It's a conflict. So, it's a little bit difficult to remain calm inside, to keep that peace that you have. And I felt helpless. Most of the time I felt helpless, and I didn't see quite much solution to this problem with this person. So this week, after listening to one of the first messages and translating the first message, I found myself again in a huge conflict with this person. And I was reminded on a sentence in the message, and it said, peace comes with dependence on divine power. I desperately needed that peace. And depending on divine power, so how do I depend on this divine power? When you are right in this conflict, then it's about practicality. And what I appreciated so much in the message, there was the solution. You know, it was about the story of the man coming to Jesus with his son who had a kind of a demon possession. The spirit was throwing him into fire, and he had a mute spirit. So there was, what was Jesus' solution? What did Jesus basically tell the father, as the father turned to Jesus and said, can you help my son? And Jesus was saying, yeah, if you have faith. So honestly, I was finding myself in a situation where I found out it's almost like, how do I get this peace? How do I depend on the divine power? And the director was telling that this man immediately recognized that he didn't have faith. And he said that faith is like reaching out with your hands, you know, reaching out to God. Faith is the hand reaching out. And I found myself in the situation realizing I don't have hands. I don't have this faith, you know, to reach out for peace in this terrible conflict. And Father was saying, Lord, help me, give me faith, so to say. Yes, help my faith. And I found myself telling also God, please, Lord, give me those hands. I feel like not having hands, reaching out for your peace, depending on your peace. So it was a very practical lesson for me this week to apply in this situation, to apply something, the only thing that actually could help me to receive that peace. And I realized that on divine that peace comes with dependence on divine power. And I was very thankful for this presentation. So I would like to encourage you. I would like to encourage you to also not to be slow in learning, to use faith on a daily basis and ask God for hands if you don't have any hands to reach out, and not to forget. And I also would like to praise God for the opportunity to listen to such messages, and I pray and I encourage also everyone in Seronam to continue with with this good work. May God bless you.